Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I'm Danny Vega.
Danny Vega, how you doing, my so-called friend?
Back on the show. We're back, baby. We're friends again. It happened.
We're back. Well, actually, I have a bone of contention. Should we get to it right away
He's
since you
got
brought
a
up friendship?
bone to pick. He's got a bone to pick, and he's wearing a cutoff tee. Let's hear it.
Go Steelers. I will mention this, that Danny has a podcast called Am I the Asshole? Keith and the Girl, of course, big fans of it over here. He reads from the Reddit pages, Am I the Asshole? And then discuss with the guest if the poster's the asshole indeed. Danny Vega posted a show that I was on fairly recently. Well, I was on the show a year ago, it feels like, and just put it out.
Right.
Which at first it was for his Patreon. That's fine, of course. Then he just put it out regularly the other day. So you can check me out on it right then. This is the introduction that he gives to this episode.
Guys, this is a special ad-free episode with a trigger warning. Some people don't like Keith. Some people find him offensive.
First of all, what the fuck? Hi, everybody. You'll see Keith Malley's name in the title of this episode. I know you don't like him. No one does.
That's not what I said.
Oh, it only gets worse.
Guys, this is a special ad-free episode with a trigger warning. Some people don't like Keith. Some people find him offensive. I'll be the first to say this is not a beacon of progressive enlightenment. I just think Keith is funny, and he's my friend. And actually, a lot of people thought this episode was really funny. And at the time, I was too much of a coward to put it out. So here it is. It's not going to solve any of the world's problems. It's just two guys being dudes, okay? And I'm giving it to you ad-free. And I do that because, look, you could have heard this episode already if you were on the Patreon. And now you can experience what it's like to have accurate timestamps, no ads. So I hope you enjoy the app. And either way, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. So, all right, much love. Bye.
What the fuck?
What, dude?
Soup to nuts, top to bottom. What the fuck was that? You don't like Keith. I understand that, but I liked him enough. And some people might like this. Now, I understand it's 2025. But he's fucking insane. But if you can take your brain to somewhere so primeval that you don't feel like you're being judged for laughing at things, you might be able to tolerate Keith. Look, either way.
Yeah.
I love the either way. Either way. Even if it ruins your day, we'll be back to regular people that don't upset you too much.
Look, man, I don't know what to tell you, man.
You don't know what to tell me.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, you don't give a fuck, and I like that about you. But I do sometimes, and I get sensitive and worried. And so, look, I put the episode out. I'm excited to work with you again. And in that episode,
you're willing to?
I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to stoop. No, look.
I heard the episode, by the way.
You remember that there's a whole thing about disability and stuff like that.
That I said, and you can hear the show, but I said basically, this guy has he's not like a landlord that owns a bunch of buildings. He turned his building into a place that he can rent out. He didn't want to rent to his sister's friend who happens to be blind and needed a guide dog. That's what you were warning people about. This is what's interesting. There's the warning. Then there's also you edited you out of the show.
That's right. I played guilty on that too.
Because your girlfriend was upset at you in real life.
Yeah.
Because you said that at one of these stories, you never even know how true they are, but they got you in trouble. Somebody says, "Hey, my girlfriend called me once after she came home drunk and wanted to keep me on the phone 5 or 10 minutes to keep her company as she walked." And I said, "I'll be tired for work." And I'm like, "Yeah, I bet you if she wanted to come over for 5, 10 minutes to blow you, you'd be fine for work the next day." She got mad at you, so you took that out. Then on top of it, so two things.
So I was worse than you. I was worse than you, and I cleaned my act up, and then I made you look bad.
You made me look bad, and I don't think I sound bad. You just told the audience, get ready for bad.
I wanted to make them mad. I wanted them to be mad at you.
You did it. I think you did it so that your girlfriend got confused and was like, looking back, I guess Keith was the asshole, right? I just remember being upset that day. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
So also, the part you took out, that story, there's always 3 stories. The middle one you took out. So when we get to the third one, And
Yeah.
you know how like you feel like you're so fucking sure at the answer and you're very condescending to the other person who has an opinion, even though you've been doing the show so long. I then the third thing comes up and you're condescending and I'm like, you dumb asshole, this and this point. And that now people might think I just went from 0 to 100. Like, are you even
Mhm.
fucking listening? But there's a whole buildup of you being a C sucker. Can we still say that nowadays?
You could say it.
In the middle of that. And then you have the
Yes.
balls to start to show that Keith's too much.
Yeah, I did
You
it to make you
lied
look
to your whole
bad.
audience. Would you like to apologize to your audience?
No. No,
Interesting.
I did it to hurt you, and it was a success.
Yeah, it was a very big success. This is very big. This is what I meant to play instead.
Guys, this is a special ad-free episode with
We
a
already
trigger
heard it.
warning. Some
Let's
people
sing it
don't
again.
like Keith. Some people find him offensive.
Some
I'll be
people
the
don't like
first to say
Keith.
this is
Wow.
not a beacon of progressive
again. We heard
enlightenment.
it.
I just think Keith is funny and he's my friend. And actually, a lot of
heard
people
it.
Shocking every time I
funny.
play it.
And at the time, I was too much of a coward to put it out. So here it is. It's not going to solve any of the world's
Oh
problems.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. I never.
Keith, it was a compliment, bro, because you just let it all hang out and you say your bad opinions, and sometimes they're great, sometimes they're bad, and you don't
What?
care. You don't care. I admire that about you. It's good.
Oh my goodness. Either way, even if Keith makes you want to cut yourself, I hope you don't mind that I put this out for some people that are
The
Neanderthals.
phone number for the suicide hotline will be at the end of the episode where you will call it. We urge you to actually put it in your speed dial now.
Here's a letter, info@keithandgirl.com. You can write in. Hi, Keith, longtime listener, proud VIP member. Very fun catching up with Zach Sherwin the other day, and I just happened to be thinking about Bianca when it showed us that she was on the show too. She's always quick and funny, and I've become invested in her health. Great news. Yep, she's doing well. Leukemia free for quite some time now. The pic of her and your girlfriend together is so adorable. I'm happy for you and Liz, and I want a woman like her. She looks great in bed. I bet she's fun to fuck. Thanks again. Love your show, Kurt. Okay, well that's sweet. I'll let her know.
You rarely hear that juxtaposition of I'm invested in her health too. I bet she's a good fuck. That's really Kurt contains multitudes.
Kurt was moving on. So that's it with this one. Now, other guests you had on. I'm just letting you know. So I guess it's a compliment. You know, I saw her in a Panthers jersey today, Liz.
There we
She
go.
did look very very sweet. I cannot. Do you play online video games with strangers?
No, I don't. I'm more mature than you in that way as
Right.
well. Yeah. You play
Okay.
freaking is this a golf game segment?
Go-
my
golf
game.
golf is fucking great. A. B, no, I'm complaining about Madden and that literally I can't finish a fucking game with a stranger because either they're too good
You get
or
invested.
or if I do any kind of good that I'm beating them, they quit. In fact, I've tried it 3 times today, and all 3 people kicked up, left me. The third guy left me a minute to the end of the game.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
I could have ran out the clock, and it didn't look like he was going to be able to win. But I'm like, all right, I'm finally going to win after all this time of getting the game.
Yeah.
And so I'm running it, and he's like, throw the ball, you fucking pussy. You know, I can hear him. It doesn't help that he's a little kid, but I want to beat him. I would count it. So I shouldn't throw the ball, but I threw the ball anyway. I caught the ball. Now for sure I'm going to win. And he acts like it's some kind of other problem. He's like, I don't know who the fuck he's talking to because he's by himself. And he goes, I can't play with this guy. He's trash. He plays and he unplugs. I was beaten 16-12. Motherfuckers.
And then when it unplugs, it doesn't say like you won or it robs you of everything, or what does it say?
It just says the other person disconnected.
I think when it unplugs, it should say, "Hey guys, this episode has Keith on it, and some people hate him."
I can't finish a fucking game. It's so frustrating. Oh well. I accidentally clicked on that button. 6-7. You hear about this going around? My the football jersey that she was wearing was a Panthers
What is
player. It
that?
had 6-7 on it. It comes from a song of all
I
things.
looked it up, and it didn't stick with me at all.
Here's this is let's see. This is Skrilla. This is from last year. For whatever reason, it's becoming popular now. And in the song, he says 6-7. It means nothing. He has said as much. He says, I never put an actual meaning to 6-7. I still would not want to. That's why everybody keeps saying it. No, they're kids and they grab onto stupid fucking shit.
Mhm.
So anytime you would say 6, 7, even in school, what's 6 plus 7? Go if you're a kid and you go bingo with your mom, and they're like, "Oh, 6, 7." People go nuts when they hear 6, 7. They go 6, 7, 6, 7. They start screaming. If there's an order, a fast food order, and your number happens to be 67, they announce it. The whole place goes fucking nuts. It comes from this ridiculous song called "Doot Doot."
6, 7. I just bit right on the highway. Just bit right on the highway. Track hogging sitting in the driveway. Pull up, do 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 dump truck, baby shark, do 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 do. I pop the perk and pop the blue. I geeky like the custom blue. Say the rap, bro, we could smack out.
Huh?
Pull up clean in my way.
Huh? I think that's the producer going, huh? Now on YouTube you might not be able to hear it through this Zoom, which is best for advertising. But it probably would go through Zoom because it's definitely not fucking music. And at that, let's see, I just bipped right on the highway. Track Hawk sitting in the driveway. I'll pull up, doot 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 doot. Dump truck, Baby Shark. That's where the doo doo comes from. The song Baby Shark. I pop the perk and pop the blue. I geek like a crusty tooth. Say it in rap, bro. We could smack out, huh? That's part of the song, huh?
Six,
So they're
seven.
confused too. 6, 7. So somehow, then there was like a meme soon after of a basketball player that was 6, 7. Somehow that
Right.
took off, and now anytime you see 6, 7, it's the new D's nuts.
I don't think it's very good. I don't. I want to go with it. I want to be hip. I want to be cool.
Right.
But I'm not. I feel like 69 was funny. That was a good one.
That's 69 is a good one. I guess 7, 8, 9 because here we are.
I
now.
was thinking about 789.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, that's a good one. But
789 is classic.
That's vintage.
That's vintage.
Trying to make it your own with 6, 7. Although I'll tell you something. Like I said, she was wearing a jersey that had 6, 7 on it, and I went 6, 7, 6, 7. It is kind of fun to do. When it gets you,
6,
it's
7.
like these nuts. Like nobody wants to be nutted, but it's very fun to nut.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't do a lot for me, you know.
Well, here's what you do. If you're a parent and you're sick of your kid doing that, anytime they go 6, 7, play that song for them the whole way through.
I
Make
like
them
that.
listen to it.
The cigarettes approach. Make them smoke the whole pack.
Yes.
And then you do repeat that song for the whole drive.
They'll be done with that in 2 seconds. I saw the latest South Park did something on 6, 7, and to them it's demonology somehow. Did you see that South Park? So they had to take down the show with that made fun of Charlie Kirk, the master debater, and I believe it's up now again, but they started a new season.
Mm.
So the first season has 5 episodes. The new one with 6, 7 is in the new season, the first episode.
Okay.
But it ties into the other season, like Satan having a baby through Trump and some other things. Why did they stop at 5? And they're acting like, oh, that was always the plan, but it makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. And it's got to be something legal, right? It
There's
has
so
to be.
few episodes. I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So few episodes. They're like,
Strange.
this season's done now.
New season. It's got to be a contract.
5
thing.
episodes has none that. No other seasons are like that. Now it's it's a week later. Here's a new episode. This starts a whole new season. It makes no fucking sense.
It's contract. There's some kind of contract thing. I bet.
Like the numbers, you have to do so many seasons. They'll make seasons like 2
Exactly.
episodes.
Exactly. Something like that.
Okay. Speaking of music, I saw the Springsteen movie last night. Any interest? You don't like music. You don't like things, right?
Don't care. Don't like Bruce Springsteen really, but let's hear it. What did he do? What did he do? Is that Born in the USA guy?
You know it's Born in the USA. That's like people.
Born
Is
in
it
the
time for sports balls?
USA.
You know it's called the Super Bowl. You know
I like the Super Bowl. I like that dance they do there in the middle. That was good.
the halftime show.
Yeah. That was good.
This movie I wasn't necessarily a big fan of. The critic score, Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, critic score is 61%, audience score 85%. And if I may
Ooh.
brag, I'm pretty good at judging a movie by when the scores are so different. And here it tells me 85% means those are Springsteen fans.
That's
The
a great
critics are
read.
going to tell the truth at 61%, even if half of them are music
I'm with
snobs.
you.
You know,
I'm with you.
and 85% is low if these are the Springsteen fans that go out and see 5 concerts a year of him. You know, they want to make it higher. 85 is
Not
kind
that
of
good.
low if you're a huge Springsteen fan. You would have came over this
That's a B.
pretentiousness.
That's a flat B.
Not a yeah. Anyway, the critics were right. It's him working on one album, Nebraska, and it's not really that good. It's not Born in the USA that comes later.
But
That's good. But
what's Nebraska? What's that? Like steak is delicious. What do you even say about Nebraska?
he mumbles more than that. But Atlantic City is a good song from that
Atlantic
album.
City. It's
Yeah,
not in Nebraska. He's taking a lot of liberties. I want it to be very specific, like Chef
I want it
Chance.
to be all about Nebraska. It's not
Nebraska.
about Nebraska at all.
Oh my
Not
God.
really. Not really. A guy drives through Nebraska, I suppose.
Is there a Warren Buffett song at least?
Nope. No,
Damn.
no, there's a song called Nebraska. The album's called Nebraska, but that's the end of Nebraska.
I'm out.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. He performed. He performs on stage. He's a moderate success, but he doesn't know how to deal with success. So he's gotta quarantine himself and just be alone in his depression. And by the way, it's Jeremy Allen White plays him, and you know this guy. He's in the comedy The Bear, so he's really good at mumbling and being in his own head and not communicating his feelings.
And he's a guy who's so ugly, he's handsome.
Yeah, I hear that. I see
Right.
what you're saying. Yes. But then guess what? He ends up meeting a woman.
Classic.
And maybe he doesn't want to be alone so much. So he gives this woman a kiss on the mouth. And the woman's like, oh, I'm making a big mistake. Like her heart's going to be broken or something. Now, sure, she has a kid. Who cares? It's just a kiss. But calm down. And it's not in front of your kid. And also, now I get it. I guess Bruce Springsteen, he probably like kisses for 4 hours and, sweats all over you and shit. It's pretty intense, I guess. But still. And then he doesn't meet up with her. And you have to make up, I guess, that that he's just a loner and depressed or whatever. He doesn't say why. And then he ends up leaving her at the end. Then it goes, and you're watching in real fucking time them make this album Nebraska. He does it by himself in a bedroom, records it very lo-fi. And you see the studio is like CBS, like, what the fuck? We can't put this out. This isn't good. And he's like, you have to put it out. We're not putting it out. Well, I'm in 2025. I know you put it out. We know it comes out.
Spoiler alert, Bruce Springsteen exists.
It exists. The album exists. You're going to put it out as is. Can we finally do it? It takes way too long to finally fucking do it. I don't need 2 hours on one album. Come on. So no.
Amen. Period.
Amen. And then they go, oh, and the record made it to number 3, despite what the studio wanted. Then Born in the USA and all the songs came out. And he was a worldwide success.
They made a Springsteen movie and then threw that in. Was that like a title after the movie? They're like,
yeah.
Oh, man, why would you do that?
And then there's even better albums, and he became a big deal. We didn't do it on that one. And the lady, we didn't. And then he went to L.A. to be by himself again. Okay. And left this woman that he said, he's just fucked up, but he's really into her, but he has to go. It makes no sense. How about a little title card at the end? And she's okay, too.
What?
Yeah, and she had a busted grill, which I think is interesting. Her teeth were kind of fucked up. And I picture Bruce Springsteen, like this isn't Patty. This isn't the person he ends up with that we might all know if we're a Springsteen fan. This is just a woman he met one summer. And is Bruce Springsteen watching behind the scenes and being like, yeah, not for nothing, her teeth were more messed up. I need I need somebody with the worst grill. Oh, well.
So they got none of the greatest hits in the movie. That's just so crazy.
They showed him doing hits from a little bit from the Born in the USA album because he thought it might be a double album at first with those songs. But instead, it's 2 albums. One shitty, one great.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like making a movie about Bill Gates, but then it's just him not getting laid.
Are you a tough movie? That's right. Are you a tough movie critic?
Insane. Yeah. I'm a hater.
Do you sit there arms folded? Like, what are you going to give me?
Well, I'm dealing with the trauma I had, Keith. This
my.
is really difficult. I saw this Not Another Battle, And
Yes. Leonardo DiCaprio,
exactly.
etc.
And he was great in it as an actor, I have to admit. But you see, I saw it in this theater and it was really loud. It was so loud my friends were plugging their ears with like paper and stuff. But me, I didn't know that. I was just in the movie because I try really hard to get in the movie.
Uh-huh.
And so I thought the movie was literally painful, but I think it might have just been because I'm in pain. So I don't know if I hate the movie or I just hated the experience of seeing the movie.
What were other people doing?
Oh, loved it. But my friends plugged their ears. They stuffed the paper straw in their ear. It was so loud.
You don't mean that, right?
This is all true. This is all true.
You go to the movie theater, you have friends, and they crumple up straws to put in their ears like cotton balls.
They crum- they crumpled up the paper that came
The
with
paper.
the
Oh, you're
straw.
laughing because, of course, you wouldn't put a straw in the air. You would, but the
Right.
paper you can put
misspoke.
in.
But yes, they literally plugged their ears with paper or whatever, napkins or something.
This is the craziest fucking thing I've ever heard. How
I'm
many people
telling
did
you.
this?
My two friends did that. And I have friends as well. That's part of the story you believe?
I don't know. Who
I'm
are they
serious.
related to you?
They go to my co-working space. It's a man and his wife. They're a beautiful couple.
How did they find each other? I guess they're like, you want to come to my place? This is too loud. I agree. This is way too loud.
They're very quiet over there. They met at a library.
Do they do it before the movie starts or like halfway through? They're like,
No, they
"Ah,
perceived it. They weren't stupid like me. They were like, "Oh, it's way too loud. Let's plug our ears." Whereas I was just like, "Ow, oh," and then I was like, "Movie bad because ear hurt." And then the only people who hate this movie are Republicans, and so I feel very isolated.
when the movie started, did it seem louder than normal to you?
I didn't. I was in it, Keith. I go into it, bro. I'm in the movie. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the movie.
Oh,
I
it's too loud.
I didn't have that. I was just like, "Ow, ow!" It hurts to be in the movie.
Can you crash the car quieter?
Exactly.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
interesting. I liked the movie. It didn't bother my ears too much. And I'm older.
No, you can't. You hear less when you're older. You're
Oh,
deaf,
that's what it
basically.
is. Okay, so I
Yeah.
was fine.
But I will tell you. Let's see. Let's test this because I know. Oh, I'm Keith. I know everything about movies. What is the biggest gap between the critics loved it? Okay, the critics loved it, but
Right.
the audiences hated it. And the clue for you is that your Bruce Springsteen thing it's the opposite on this one, right? Because you're saying the Bruce Springsteeners they round it up because they love Springsteen. So
Yes.
this one is the opposite. That's your
Yeah,
clue.
you know what, it's kind of this with this if it's a religious movie and the critic score is low, that and the
Mm,
audience score is high, these guys don't want to blaspheme God.
of
So that means
course.
the movie sucks. If it's pretentious seeming and the critics
Yes.
score is way too high compared to the audience score, then the critics are wrong.
Yes. It's a pretentious movie. It's A24. That's your other hint.
Right. Boondock Saints, for example, 29% from critics, 81% from guests, from regular people. You can guess who's right.
I thought it was fine. Am
Okay.
I allowed to say that?
You could say that. It's been a
I was
long
a kid
time, and
when
who
I
really
saw it.
remembers, you know?
I don't really remember it.
Eh, Yeah, it's fine.
But the movie was uncut gems. Critics
Um,
loved it, audiences hated it, and all the reviews are like, "Oh, Adam Sandler's so unfunny."
the audience was right, and I would have known that. Now, if for some reason that disagrees with you, that's fine. I just know how this scale works for me.
Mm.
And right there by that score, I would have known, oh, okay. The poster is a black and white picture of Adam Sandler. Like, okay, we're going deep here. And then you look at the two scores, and you're like, no, no, thank you.
No,
No, thank you. I don't
we
need
need a Keith,
parlays in real time.
we need a Keith score. Critics,
Uh-huh.
audience, Keith.
I tell the truth. I tell the fucking truth. I would just put an arrow on one of the other scores. This is correct. Just so you know. It's funny, Bruce Springsteen song, Born in the USA, that people use it politically as if it's a pro-American song as opposed to an anti-American song about the Vietnam War. Did people not know by now, or do politicians just know people? I don't know. People are so stupid.
I'm stupid. I'm a chorus person. I'm
They
like
don't know
born,
YMCA is gay.
born in the USA, bro. And that's what the song is about. I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna tell me it's about other stuff. It's about Born in the USA. That's the part we all know.
I hear you hear people going, you couldn't have All in the Family nowadays. You know what? Good, because people really get confused whose side you're supposed to be on. I don't need Archie Bunker out there again. All right, that's enough. Perhaps you heard New York's George Santos received 7 years in prison for fraud. Donald Trump just let him out of prison, and he doesn't have to make any restitution. All you have to do is kiss this orange asshole, and you're going to be okay. What the fuck?
Get out of jail free.
Donald Trump had commuted the sentence of former U.S. Representative George Santos, who was serving more than 7 years in federal prison. The New York Republican was sentenced in April after admitting last year to deceiving donors and stealing the identities of 11 people, including his own family members, to make donations to his campaign. He reported to the... It's so weird. It's weird seeing him online when he was about to go to jail. He's like, having brunch with two of my besties, and he's in some fancy restaurant. I'm like, oh yeah, whose credit card? You credit card fraud, identity theft. He reported to the federal, and he goes, I never did it. It's all fake. Here we have the proof. Then I did it. If you have the proof, start with that. He reported to the Federal Correctional Institute in Ferton, New Jersey, on July 25th, was housed in a minimum security prison with less than 50 other inmates. I just signed a commutation releasing George Santos from prison, all caps, immediately, said Donald Trump. His sentence was overly harsh and politically motivated. U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene says it was a grave injustice that he was there in the first place. The judge in Santos's case had agreed with federal prosecutors that a stiffer sentence was warranted because Santos didn't seem remorseful. He became the first openly gay Republican elected to Congress in 2022, flipping a House seat representing parts of Queens and Long Island. He served less than a year in office, made a name for himself quickly, after it was revealed that he had fabricated much of his life story. Let me remind you of some of these lies, if I may. This is some of the shit that George Santos said. And by the way, does not have to make restitution of almost $400,000
Wow.
that he stole from people. You don't even have to do that much. Former New York congressman was identified, this guy, George Santos, as the Brazilian drag performer Katara from a photo, but claimed categorically false. Then people had, these internet sleuths, they have extra proof. It's like, no, I know you do drag stuff and your party is acting anti-drag. And he's like, okay, if you can prove it, we can prove it. Okay, I was young, I had fun at a festival. Sue me for having a life. You can't trick me. You just said you didn't do it. Now somehow I'm anti-drag. You fucking trickster. Santos told political donors that he had produced Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. This was the Broadway show where like the Green Goblin and Spider-Man were falling from strings off the ceiling by accident and, big disaster. It didn't go anywhere. He picks that. Does he pick that because we can't call producers? Either you can't reach him or nobody's going to admit to it. So he's like, it was me. I produced Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
He's like, I'm not a drag queen. I killed actors. I don't understand this.
Santos boasted that he had been a star volleyball player at a New York college that he never attended. He did not attend New York University, where he said he received an MBA. Let's see, he went to he said he went to an exclusive prep school, Horace Mann Prep School in the Bronx, until 2008. The financial crisis forced his family to pull him out. This never happened. If I was his family, I'd be like, why'd you have to add us to your lie? I was there, but, they didn't save up properly in the housing market. I'm like, what the fuck did I do, weird liar?
Also, what are these lies being used for?
Right.
Who are you trying to impress with these lies?
I guess it helped people. I guess it helped legit votes for him. Santos said he was a seasoned Wall Street financier and investor. But the two firms he claimed to have worked for, Citigroup and Goldman Sachs, said that never happened. Then Santos later said after that was proven, quote, I used a poor choice of words. I went to Harvard. Yeah, we looked you up, Keith. You didn't go to Harvard. I used a poor choice of words. I
went there.
I picked up a shirt when a girl I dated at the time went to Harvard.
And I was there. I walked across the campus.
Yes.
I went there. What do you want me to say?
Santos claimed Jewish maternal grandparents had fled persecution in Europe. but they weren't there.
That's good.
They
That's a
weren't.
good lie. I see him there. That one's good.
They weren't in any place in trouble. They were. Let's see. It turned out they'd been born in Brazil. Excuse me, in Brazil. He later said he never claimed to be Jewish. He said, "I'm Catholic because I learned my maternal family had a Jewish background, and I said I was Jewish."
Wow.
That old joke.
Wow.
No, no, I said Jewish.
That was the T-shirt I was picking up at Harvard. It said,
No.
I'm not a Jew. I'm Jewish."
He said his mother was working in an office at the World Trade Center on 9/11.
That one's good too. Okay, these are getting better though, Keith. We got to give him credit. I mean,
She
that
wasn't
one's
in
impressive.
America.
Yes, 9/11 happened all throughout the world, you know?
Everybody doesn't forget. Santos said he had 4 employees at the 2016 Pulse nightclub shooting in Florida that claimed 49 victims. He later said he planned to build a business that they were going to work at. Well, who are they going to tell? And what are you working on now? Actually, I have something to say about the Pulse Club shooting. Yeah? I know people that died. Really? How many people died in the Pulse Club shooting that you happen to know? 4.
4.
4.
A lot.
And you knew them well? They were actually going to work for me on a new project that I'd rather not talk about. But just know this one hit close to home, unlike 9/11. There was a scheme in Pennsylvania involving rescue puppies and bad checks. He said he ran a pet charity called Friends of Pets United. He didn't, but he did raise $3,000 for surgery on a service dog belonging to a disabled Navy veteran. He kept all the money. The Navy veteran is being like, "You fucking used me." And now he's out. $400,000 he doesn't have to pay back.
Anytime there's a tragedy, this guy's like, I was actually the victim of that.
Right.
Don't forget me.
They show Bruce Springsteen all depressed in his bedroom, and George Santos like, "That's me."
That was me.
Like, "Oh, you feel like that's you? That's kind of like you?" No, no, no. That is me.
That was him for that moment.
I wrote Nebraska. And then he gets out of prison. He posts online a picture of him like blowing a kiss to the camera. "I'm not trying to be toxic," George Santos writes, "but it's kind of funny that my name alone can ruin a liberal's entire day." Laughing my balls off face. I like it. I love these lefty tears that are upset that I got out of jail and don't have to pay $400,000 that I frauded from people. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, snowflakes, that doesn't seem right to you. You have Santos derangement syndrome. Then he tweeted out, "Blessed day to all." I follow. "Blessed day to all, a heart. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness." You know these assholes. "Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. My personality reflects who I am, but my attitude depends on who you are." I could be your best friend or your worst enemy. You're a grown adult.
I feel like he went to court and was like, if you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
If you pick on my friend and you're looking for me, you better look at the jail, because that's where I'll be. Get it? What a fucking dink. Speaking of frauds, President Trump said that he may be seeking $230 million from his own Justice Department as compensation for past investigations into him. Quote, "All I know is that they would owe me a lot of money, but I'm not looking for money, but maybe," Trump said in the Oval Office, adding that he'd give away the money to charity or use it to renovate the White House. Though many of the details remain unclear, because what? Trump acknowledged the unprecedented nature of the situation in which he would be potentially paying himself damages to resolve claims that the Justice Department under the predecessor had wronged him. So if your job is to look into what the president's doing, checks and balances, he might sue you. It's awfully strange.
Keith.
What's that?
Well, I'm excited. You know, he's building his new ballroom, and I think it's finally time for America to, you know, utterly decimate Best Western Plus. Like, this is going to pop off.
It's, by the way, it's seriously being said that Trump is thinking about pardoning Diddy. Why not? At what point is it too much?
He's obvious. Well, because if we let Diddy go, then we can let all the Epstein files people go, right? That's the precedent he's trying to create.
Mm.
Free the
I don't know.
heroes.
I don't
That's the
know. Who
strategy.
knows?
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Did you participate in the No Kings protest, or was it too much?
I tweet. I tweet.
You
That's
tweeted.
it.
What'd you say? Like, go get them. Fuck
Go,
Kings.
go get them. Yeah.
Go get them.
I think it's great though. The protests were huge.
7 million people.
Incredible. Did you go?
I tweeted.
We tweeted. We're
Yeah.
tweeters.
Yeah. I do want to see, though, when you see 7 million people out there, I wish there was some kind of spotlight or something that I can see how they voted last time. Did they vote red? Did they vote blue? Did they not vote at all? I'm curious.
I'm seeing that on Threads now. We don't literally mean tweets, by the way. I don't know if you're still on Twitter, but I got rid of that.
No, good for you. You're
that-
very
that
mature.
idiot. But yeah, people are posting now on Threads and they're writing like very sincere apology letters. I'm so sorry I voted for the orange man, etc.
How do you keep it a secret? Just show up next
Just don't
time.
admit it.
You know what I think? I think they're looking for praise somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like just live in quiet shame now.
They want to be told it's okay. It's not okay. And they actually want, like, good for you. Thanks for making it. They want thanks now,
Yeah.
where they should just get a kick in the nuts. That's what I
Yeah.
think. That's what I
Sure.
think.
I mean, they're victims of the algo, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Big tech programming us.
Yeah. I go, you know what? Speaking of golf, I'll show my golf score to my brother. And he'll go, great job. And I'll go, duh. And it upsets him because he wanted me to say thank you. So now somehow my golf score is about him. I don't need this business, and that's
crazy.
what it reminds me of.
And
yes.
we know you're so good at and this is the virtual golf, right? Not a real
Of
golf
course,
score.
no.
Yes, and you're so good at that. How dare he make that moment about him? This was Keith time.
Thank you. Thank
Keith is
you.
the best virtual golfer I know.
First of all, it's the greatest fucking game ever, and I am incredible. And you don't know how to have fun. If somebody said, what does Danny Vega do for fun? Well, what would Danny Vega
Well, I
say?
am in my camping now. I got into camping. I went
Oh,
to
yeah?
Yosemite. It's an outdoor place with like real trees and streams and things of that nature.
Is
It's
it
very
real
beautiful.
camping?
It's backpacking.
Okay. Like, do they spray down mosquitoes where you go?
Yeah, we brought a little bit of that.
No, I mean, but nobody does it for you.
No.
Okay,
you're in
just
the
checking what kind of
wilderness,
camping it
baby.
is. I can't imagine you not being a baby camping.
Oh, I'm a baby. I still bring the complaints no matter where I go. Don't
Okay,
you worry.
all right, okay. Video was shown in San Jose, in a hockey game, and the video showed SJ Sharks fans love ice. ICE.
Yeah. I
Get
saw
'em,
this.
boys.
Eh,
In San
Awful.
Jose, California.
awful.
And of course, people were upset. They started booing. This person, Jessica Clark, says, they're my favorite team. I even have tattoos, but this was something that should have been caught. The NHL team said, during the first intermission of tonight's game, an offensively worded message which had been externally submitted was inadvertently displayed in the in-arena scoreboard.
It's giving George Santos excuse.
It's weird, right? And let's say
it was submitted. It was submitted. We didn't write that.
I was hacked. And if that's possible, that's just fucking scary. Shark Sports and Entertainment said the message did not reflect the organization's values and had not been detected during its standard review process. The team expressed deep regret and said it is investigating the origin of the message. That we'll get a follow-up. The incidents occurred during Los Tiburones night. That sounds like something nice would be after. The Sharks' 9th annual celebration of the team's commitment to the Bay Area's vibrant Hispanic community. The Sharks would go on to lose to the Penguins 3-0. So at least they lost with all that going on.
I just like that she was like, I'm serious. I have tattoos. She has
Right.
tattoos. She's a real fan.
It upsets me extra. I get it. That'd be a bummer. When the other day Amazon went down, and when I say Amazon, they're,
Right.
S3,
The
they're,
web services.
They're web services, and I use them, by the way. They're web services. And so many places do when they went down the early morning the other day. Robinhood. Now you're fucking with my money.
Mm-hmm.
Webull. same thing. Coinbase. Disney, U.S. Army, Capital One, the NFL, of course. Zoom uses them. McDonald's, Delta, Venmo, Google, Snapchat, PlayStation. Signal went down. Signal, the thing where Hegseth was on telling military secrets.
Yep.
Apparently can go down because
A lot of people use it to buy drugs.
Amazon uses it. Right. Holy shit. Are we believing in these services too much? Or are we good that there's backups and they're fixed kind of soon enough? I'm waiting for like Gmail to go down and you lose all your shit.
That's what we need to do, like Fight Club. Reset the record. Let's just delete all the emails. I mean, how many emails you got in there, Keith? I got 14,000 emails in my Gmail. Let's just delete the records, delete the debt. Let's start over.
I got a little out of control with my emails. Can we all start over?
It's exhausting. I'm not going to go back through that.
And any plans can we'll just remake them. That's all. Let's see here. Oh, here's a letter. Speaking of ice, Lucas says, "Good morning. I was listening to the most recent episode with Peyton Clarkson and was squigged out when the ad for ICE recruitment played. My show played an ad for ICE recruitment. So I'll be doing my anti-political shit, and then it goes to a commercial about ICE.
Are you a huge loser? Are you angry at no one in particular, but want to direct it somewhere? We have a job for you.
Get your bullies back and be the bully. Fair or not, we tend to hold podcasts, this person Bluka says, to a different standard with regards to ad choice than the corporate media we consume. I'm not sure that I love the political ads that promote hate, lies, and violence playing during the podcast that I love and whose host I really respect. As lame as it is to find myself typing this, I am disappointed in this show. Thank you for taking the time to read this complaint. I love the show. It is always at the top of the queue when a new episode comes out. Blucas, the ad in question was played 24 minutes in Eugene, Oregon. Well, let me tell you something. That, of course, slipped through the cracks. I would fucking never. Can you imagine you hear that and be like, Keith had a change of heart when it comes to ICE. I would absolutely never. Of course, tell me if you hear right-wing bullshit on that. Some time ago, I wrote to the people in charge of these ads and said, I don't want any kind of right-wing bullshit. And then the ICE one somehow got through. I wrote, how can I be sure that my show doesn't get right-wing ads, Fox News, anti-abortion ads, church ads, and what I just heard about, an ICE recruiting ad. And they wrote back, the ICE recruiting ad was supposed to be blocked from all shows. Listen to this. They keep slipping it under different categories.
Dirty.
Sorry about that. I'll let them know. So to answer your question, there's nothing you need to do. You should not have gotten the ad. Then they wrote me back later. I wanted to let you know that ice.gov, anything from them has been blocked. Sorry about the issue. Oh, good. And that's a good answer, and I'm fine with that. But so ICE is so fucking shady that they lie about what kind of ads they have to get them automatically placed in podcasts. Right there would make me not want to work for you.
Awful.
You know something's fucking up. So, Lucas, my apologies. It should never happen again. And, of course, if a weird ad comes in, always rate info at keithandthegirl.com right away.
See, that's an insufferable person, right? Because a lot of the people boots on the floor, ICE guys, those guys are like, they have domestic violence charges and they're alcoholics or whatever. But the HR guy at ICE, that person is insufferable because they're doing all kinds of like, oh well, I lie about the category on the podcast. I don't actually, I'm in marketing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not trying to actually make anything bad happen.
Yeah. It's slimy from top to bottom. Oh boy. Speaking of slimy and judging people, could you do me a favor and give us some Am I the Assholes? But I want to warn the audience right now that a lot of people don't like me.
A lot of people don't. Most
people don't like. Now, I'm not saying the next couple minutes that pop up here is going to make the world a better place. It's going to take us to heaven and closer as human beings. I'm just saying we're just going to judge some people and have a couple laughs, okay? Either way, I hope it doesn't ruin your day. And we'll be back to normal next episode, okay?
And be sure to listen to Keith and the Girl because you want to catch all the latest ads for ice.
You son of a gun!
He approved them.
How dare you?
All right. Well, we're running a little short on time, so we're going to jump to this one. I think you're going to get worked up about this one. Are you ready for this? AITA for not wanting to pay my friend $2,000 for watching my cat. Hi, I-26F was deployed for 6 months. My male coworker, who I thought I was friends with, agreed to take care of my cat while I was gone. No money was agreed or promised before I left. During the time, I paid for her expenses. And when I got back, I picked her up. I gave $300 because, I considered it a favor.
Okay, that's nice. How long was it again?
6 months.
Okay.
They did not like the amount given and wanted $2,000. In their words, the pet care center, the nearest one, cost $20 a day or $100 a week, so they should get $10 a day.
Oh, fuck off.
Because of the effort involved in taking care of the cat. She stayed at their house with their other pet during the time, so they didn't travel or anything to take care of her. So AITA for not wanting to pay. I realize now this person is not a friend, and I no longer will consider them and treat them only as a coworker.
Yeah, no question that the person that watched the cat is a piece of dog shit. Ironically.
And they knew that it was 6 months, Keith.
Say it again. They knew ahead of time it'd be 6 months.
They knew ahead of time.
Right.
It wasn't like, because then I would say that's getting crazy, because this happened to my brother. He was asked to watch a cat, and then it just became like, it's your cat now. That's crazy.
Right. And when you take a calculator and you're typing in, I'll even say half. Let's go $10 times this times fuck you. And was this a plan the whole time to trick your friend?
Never.
Right.
Oh,
money was discussed or it wasn't. 300 seems nice. You were obviously into it. You're whacking off on his bed. Come on. It's stupid, and yes, goodbye friendship. Only weirder shit's gonna happen.
I thought it was ridiculous.
It's
and we're
insane.
finally agreeing. Well, get this. The top comment on Reddit said, everyone sucks here. For 6 months, they write, I would have compensated my friend for their time and effort. $300 was a nice gesture, but I would have paid $500 minimum.
Yeah, everybody's so rich, by the way, in these fucking comments. Have you noticed that? They're always so fucking giving. And, it's like the restaurant added a tip to my bill without asking. I don't play that, so I didn't tip at all. Now, had they been nicer, I would have given $6 million and made up to them in even other ways. And what? Help them move, you weird liars?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I will say this is the best I can do is I think a cat is usually an exceptionally low maintenance critter. But for instance, I once pet sat a husky. Now that was a lot of work. And I said I'd do it for free, or for a favor or whatever, it was casual. It was a week, so I got through it. But if I gave you my husky, Keith, you go, oh yeah, it's fine. I'll watch it for a month. And then 2 weeks in, you go, hey man, this is like my whole life.
Right.
Can you throw me a couple bucks? Because this is a lot more than I thought. But this guy's just being like, actually, I'm charging you. Got ya.
No, it's a second job to him.
Crazy.
I'll take 2,000. You know what? I would take out 2,000 from my bank, act like I was going to give it to him. When they went to take it, I pull my hand back and go, wow, you piece of shit. And then leave.
That's good.
Fuck you.
The cash right in front of his face.
Yeah, and he does this. This person does it to everybody about what you owe them. I knew somebody. Speaking of camping, we went camping, and then we had a van, and one of our friends, somebody said, "Hey, we're going back. We brought our own car. Hey, friend of ours, do you wanna ride?" He goes, "Yeah, okay, I'll ride with you in the car instead of the van." I don't know if they went at a different time or what. Then they dropped the guy off. Later, he gets an email that goes, okay, so for the car ride, you owe $50 for gas. It was never brought up. I know the distance. It's certainly not that much. That's what these people do.
So annoying.
Say ahead of time then, if you're going to do some kind of fucking weird scam. No, I hate this person. And I hope the cat scratched him.
Me too. And I hope he gets that cat. You know how there's like a parasite in cat poop that takes over your brain? I hope he gets that.
Yeah, that'd be
And
good.
let me point this out. You said you alluded to this. So she's 26F, and then this is a male coworker. So here's what I think happened.
The
He
male
goes,
coworker watched the cat.
yes.
Okay.
He goes, I'm gonna do this for her
Mm,
because this is gonna get me in the door. And
right.
then when it became evident this was not going to get him in the door, he
Right.
got frustrated. He was impatient. And then he was like, oh, well, I deserve to be compensated based on this border.
Yeah, he was watching the cat to get to the pussy. She said no, and he said, "I'll take the cash."
Bingo.
And he
Bingo.
said, "Did he say it like you should take it as a compliment? I think your pussy's worth $2,000."
That's what he should have said. Guys,
Yeah.
Keith isn't for everyone. Just another warning. So we agree on this one.
We agree,
That
though.
was that was good. Here we go. AITA. This one's interesting for wanting only the roommates to hold keys to our house. Myself and
Huh?
my husband, this is a gay couple, both
Okay.
M40. These are 40-year-old guys,
Okay.
are renting a house with a friend, 21 male.
Okay.
Right off the bat, a little weird.
Well,
Am I
that's
wrong?
too bad. Yeah.
A little weird. Early this morning, while I was sitting on the couch, our roommate's boyfriend, male, 22, who had spent
Okay.
the night, left for work. I bid him good morning.
Oh, fuck off already.
As he got ready and after he closed the door, I heard him trying to lock up. Realizing he must have a key, I started to feel a little uneasy. After talking with my husband, I discovered that our roommate had never communicated with either of us that he was going to give away a key or that he even had an extra key to give. I didn't want anyone not living in the house or paying rent to have a permanent key. A permanent key as opposed to what? Talking about some kind of ghost
When
key?
you rent out, you sign for it.
We talked to the
It,
roommate
it comes
about it.
up with a giant license plate.
Yeah, exactly. We talked to the roommate about it when we were all in the kitchen and the discussion got heated. When I asked why BF had a key if he didn't pay rent, roommate gave me a stern look. He told me it was so he could leave for work and lock up after he left. And he also replied that since roommate paid rent and could give a key to his BF if he wanted. I asked why roommate couldn't just follow him to the door in the morning, lock up, and go back to bed after. You asked that with your mouth because that's insane. Why? Because I want to stay in bed. What are you, nuts? He started to get more heated and asked us why it was such a big deal. My husband matched his animosity and told him that these things need to be discussed with us first. Roommate then asked if he had discussed this with us first, so we would have. When I replied no, he got even more angry. Roommate doesn't see the issue. His rebuttal was, I don't trust people. Roommate expressed frustrations that when it comes to decision making, husband and I always get the final say. And if one of us votes one way, the other will agree because we're married. And generally, I'll agree this is the case, but I also feel there's a little more age and wisdom behind our decisions.
Ugh.
We're twice roommate's age. Roommate tells us he feels like he's just living in our house. And he told me that not just a day or so prior, that my husband and him had a discussion about not needing to ask for permission for every decision roommate makes. Part of me understands, but I've never had this issue with a roommate before. BF is a sweet guy, but there is a brain worm of anxiety gnawing at me that makes me uncomfortable with the idea of someone having a key who isn't living here. AITA.
It sounds by your tone we might disagree. First of all, the
They're not
parents,
parents.
well, basically, right?
No,
But
not basically. That is his friend.
right, but the older couple,
Yes.
I don't like that you bid someone good morning, that
Oh.
your fucking wisdom. My dad would talk about his wisdom as if we're never going to be his age. We've been his age of all the times he talks about all his wisdom. It was never there. He's a fucking moron. I bid them good morning. Yes. He said, you didn't say good morning to me. Um, but the kid at 20 something,
Mhm.
I don't know if I have to pass every decision. A key is a big fucking decision. And I don't, and yes, it's weird to, I would never give somebody a key and not tell a roommate that they have a key. So I'm a roommate and your boyfriend could just come in the house whenever he wants
Mm-mm.
because he has a key. But no, the key's
See,
only used to lock up. What
nah,
door?
bro.
There's not many doors that you can
Keith, you're
close
doing
with.
what, and you're old too, like this old
Yeah,
gay couple. So
go
that's why
ahead.
you're thinking like a boomer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you. If that had happened, it would have been a problem. If the boyfriend just comes in one day and they're like, "What the hell?
right.
Why is a boyfriend coming? I didn't even know he had a key." I was shocked. I was confused. This person came into our house. I would be like, that's totally valid.
But
That's not
he
what
never
happened.
does that. He only locks up.
Well, that's all that's happened so far. And this falls into a category of person who I like to say there would be a problem if there was a problem. Right. If there was a problem, but there wasn't a problem. He left and he locked the door on his way out, which was a good thing. And they're being all like, you should have notified us. If that's all they had said, I'd been like, that's fair. Yeah, he should have notified. I agree with you on notifying. But like, this is the boyfriend. They have no issue with the boyfriend. It's not like anything bad
It's weird
happened.
not to know who else has my key.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well,
yeah, it's weird.
So I have a problem with it.
I would say you should have let us know, bro.
Yeah, you should have let us know. That's the
you should have
problem.
let us know. You should have let us know. Fine. But,
and you deliberately didn't say, by the way. That's a move. Then you're very inconsiderate. If you gave your lover a key, you had roommates, and you didn't even think, hey, I should let the other people in the house know. You're an asshole if you didn't even think of that.
No, because listen, bro, because first of all, it's not his lover, it's his boyfriend.
Okay.
So they're established. They're established. This isn't some
you mean lover like it's frivolous. I see.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so.
No, okay, so what?
That's your homophobia coming through. So so I think that this person, this obnoxious OP is being like, oh, what do they write? I have a brainworm of anxiety gnawing at me that makes me uncomfortable with the idea of someone having a key who isn't living here with us. And this nightmare person would have said no. And that's why the roommate was like, I'm not going to even tell these idiots because it's going to be a whole issue when this isn't an issue.
Then it's going to be an issue later, though.
They found out.
Well, they're going to find out when you leave and I'm in bed and you're locking a door behind you.
Oh, the door was locked behind him. We have suffered a grave injustice. There was no problem.
We just don't want to be. So the older couple says, hey, we just don't want to be surprised, that somebody else just comes in the door when you're not here. And they go, that's not even what's happening. What?
It hasn't happened yet.
He only leaves. He never comes.
Yet. Well, come on. So what? So now they know they're going to make a big old stink about it. He's not some rando. He's the established boyfriend.
You're making a stink about it now because you tried to get away with something, and now you need to know that it bothers me wherever we go from here. So maybe you don't do more shit.
I have a brainworm of anxiety.
He talks like a douche.
Shut up. This is a non-problem. I would have so much more. I could give so much more leeway if it was a woman, if they were young women. They're like, I feel unsafe. There's nothing here about that. There's nothing here. It's just like, I feel uneasy with the general idea. Like, right, but there's actually no problem. You have no issue with the boyfriend. You describe the boyfriend as sweet. Oh, God forbid a sweet person can go into the house. Come on.
If you have roommates, the positive is you save money. The negative is you have to respect other people. I had a roommate once. I had a girl over, a grown woman, had a woman over. The next morning, she's about to leave, and one of my roommates goes, I'm going to make some pancakes. Do you want some to her? I'm like, what the fuck?
What? You're mad at the roommate for that?
What's that? A roommate do that? And it's like, no, you have to respect your roommates.
What? Wait, this is your example? This is what
it's an example that people are not considerate and go
Who's being inconsiderate in your situation?
It's inconsiderate to me to say, do you want to stay for breakfast?
You're mad at your roommate for offering the girl that you just hooked up with pancakes?
Yes.
I don't even know what to say to that, man.
Okay.
So you were being like, bro, I'm trying to smash and dash, and you're keeping her here with pancakes?
Yes, she was just a lover, not a girlfriend.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You wanted her to get out.
Yes.
Well, first of all, this is on you. Everyone knows you don't let her sleep the night. You get her out the night of. That's key. So that's your error. Also, free pancakes? Did they not offer you any? Because that would be crazy.
Now that I think about it, no, she left the room first.
Okay, that's a little shady.
Thank you.
Like, oh, Keith, I'll take your seconds, and I'm going to feed them pancakes, but not you. See? Who's this babe here? Come with me, Keith. Listen, there's no actual safety issue here. Should you notify your roommates if you give away a key? Sure, but it's well within your rights.
Then that's the answer. Sure. And why is it? No, it's not within your rights.
Yes, it is. If I have a boyfriend and they are a girlfriend and I want to give them a key to the place, that's within my rights.
Well, you're out. I'm sorry. We're not moving in together.
Oh,
No.
I'm sad about that.
Well, that's good to know. That's one of the questions people got to ask now. Like, hey, if we give you a key, do you give keys away if you're in love without telling me?
Well, you could, well, whatever. I didn't want to tell you because I knew you were going to make a big old stink about it, saying that I
Which
couldn't
you are
do it.
now. That's what
That's
that's what this
reasonable.
asshole's
I give
saying.
keys to my neighbors and shit. I want people to have keys to this place.
I was afraid you were going to be upset, and see, you are. You're
You
just proving
are.
my point.
Oh, the anxiety brain worm. Wow, I actually don't think we've disagreed like this. I can't believe you're taking these annoying couple side. By the way, can I say I hate couples that always take the same side? Shut up. And I know your sex is falling flat because you guys are way too fucking close if you think that way. Well, if he says it, it must be true. Shut up. Are you
Are
like
you,
that?
uh, I don't know what we really discussed that we'd have a big disagreement.
Oh,
First
you don't know
off,
what you discuss? The podcaster doesn't know what he discusses?
I love 6'7". Like, well, I don't know. I can't think about anything we really disagree on.
Oh, bro, I already said I'd visit Keith, you guys, and now it's gonna be me versus two. It's gonna be brutal.
How are you dating now?
No, I've been single for 4 years.
Okay,
I've got it down to once a quarter, man. Once every 3 months, I have to get laid. That's the true
nice.
truth.
Are you good at it?
Yeah, I went on Hinge. I made a new profile, and I
I
got
meant
it.
fucking. Are you good at fucking?
I actually don't believe in that. I've been trying to spin this. A lot of people disagree with that. I'm as good at sex as I am attracted to the other person. So if I'm
Okay.
really hot for them, I'm incredible. But
Right.
usually, if I'm going on Hinge, it's gonna be pretty mid. I'll try. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna get
Right.
tired quick. You know what I mean?
When they say, "Oh, that was amazing," you're like, "Really?" Because you're just, I can't believe that I pulled something out of that.
You're
Because,
throwing my theory, honey.
are you good on first dates?
Yes, I always give a good first date. I always buy. I always pay. I do require that I don't usually go anywhere. They have to come to me, but I pay, and I don't, and I ask questions, and I learn a lot about them, and
Do
I
you ever
try.
bring up an "Am I the asshole" for a conversation?
Yeah, it usually comes. This girl, I like this girl because she goes, "Oh, so you have one of those podcasts where you just read the Reddit posts?" And I was like, "Well, yes, you're
Right.
not wrong. It hurts when you put it that way, but you're not wrong." And she
Wait,
goes, "You don't have that guy that and the girl. What's his name? Keith and the girl guy. You don't have him on.
you don't know him, right?
You don't know him. You wouldn't call him a friend, would you?"
Do we have a tiebreaker?
You want to do one more? Let's do
Yeah.
it, but we're here. All right. AITA. We don't host overnight visitors. Mother-in-law is hurt. My husband and I, another gay couple, both M42, no kids, rent a nice, but not terribly big, 2-bed, 2-bath townhouse.
Okay.
Our upstairs bedroom, we sleep there. And I have a small open office area. We have a downstairs with the second bedroom and a medium-sized living and dining area.
Okay.
The second bedroom is our TV room and my husband's office when he's working from home. For the past 4 years, we've had a pull-out couch in the second bedroom that we've used when we have visitors. Most common, mother-in-law. We don't really like having guests stay. Our home goes from cozy to cramped. We lose access to a room that we sit in regularly to relax. We're both on eggshells because we feel like our space is being encroached on, but also we are sensitive to giving our guests privacy. Overall, it's not something we look forward to, whether it's friends or mother-in-law. We try hard when
What do you think
hosting,
that means? Sensitive to give guests privacy?
like not be in their space and listen to the sounds they're making in their room.
They feel they can't use their own house.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, it's time to replace the couch, they write. I've told my husband I don't want to purchase another pull-out. He and I also both decided we no longer want to offer our home to overnight guests, particularly for multiple nights. It's not enjoyable for anyone. We're adults in our 40s, so are our friends. None of them's hard up, and if they visit us, it's for recreation. The exception is a friend that needs to couch crash for a night, maybe passing through town, whatever. They go to sleep when we do. We see them briefly in the morning, if at all. We don't tiptoe around to be hospitable. We
Okay.
host big parties, games. We love having people over. We just like it when they leave.
Okay.
Main pushback has been from mother-in-law. We think for many reasons it's better to have her get an Airbnb or a hotel room. She doesn't like going out. She hates cities, so we're basically stuck in the apartment with her all day. She's a very needy personality, and by 8
Mhm.
p.m. we just want to relax, which we can't do because she's in our hangout room and goes to bed at 8. I think it's a reasonable boundary. Again, she's not hard up for money and visits once a year. AOTA.
If when it comes to friends and stuff, you found each other and you know what you like, and you'd like to enjoy your house how you like to enjoy it. So I have no problem with that. Now we got to talk about the mother-in-law, which is interesting. The one person's rating it is not the son. Um, yeah, I've happened recently to hear some horrible mom and mother-in-law stories, and them not understanding that your kid is an adult now and has to live an adult life, and isn't asking for advice or you poking around or getting in their face. And yes, you do have to entertain this person the entire time. They're expecting it as well. I am okay with this couple.
I'm okay with this couple too.
Look at us.
Because I'm like, look, if there was a mobility issue, if
Right.
OP was hiding that, if it was like she can barely walk, she doesn't want to be going to and fro the Airbnb, then I'm like, look, man, that's an old mother-in-law. Like, you got to just eat it. I'm sorry. That's life. But it kind of sounds like she's fine. If
Yeah.
she's fine and she could stay somewhere else and it's not an issue, I'm like, this is great because I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I don't want to share a hotel room with my parents. I love them,
Right.
but I don't want to be that close with them. I enjoy them so much more when we have, a little bit of separation on a trip.
And also, if she really needed to stay somewhere, she has keys to that other couple's house. Everybody does. So maybe she could just go over there for a minute. Oh, I can't give keys to my friends now. So I hang out with asshole friends because I'm an asshole, is what you're saying. Okay. Okay. All
I
right. So
can't.
we agree.
We agree, but Reddit does not. Harris,
Because
Keith,
they're all fake fucks. I would have paid $6,000 to the cat. I would let all moms move in. I'm sorry, but you came from a mother. They're so fake. Liars.
this person goes, I can't say you're the asshole for not wanting to host, but I can say I would hope most people would prioritize a family member over some discomfort when it only occurs once a year. Like, they basically go on about how it's not that often, da da da.
Now, you know what this is like, too? Yeah, if we're believing these people at face value, we don't like this woman. She's overbearing. She's too fucking much. No, she can't stay over. I would be telling stories about my dad. So crazy it became the Dad Emails book, and I'd still get letters like, but you only have one dad, and you should. But it's like, you fake motherfucker.
It's so
What?
true.
There's no way you're living your life like this.
Some people do, man. Some people are such losers. They're like friends with their toxic parents. They got nothing going on.
Get some balls, grow some lips.
It's like, come on. And I just feel like, I don't know, this is, not to go too self-helpy here, but I feel like boundaries are good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, boundaries are good, bro, because I want to enjoy certain people, and there's certain people that I don't want to spend that much time with, but
Right.
I like them in small bursts.
Instead of being upset that you're not being invited over, look into yourself. Why aren't I invited over? They don't want you for a reason.
Sure. Well, it's also just a lot. Like,
Right.
I have fun with you, Keith. I don't want to share a hotel room with you particularly. I don't need to know what kind of weird shit you get into.
Mhm.
I don't want to see what you sleep in.
If we shared a
No.
hotel room, I wouldn't even give you the key.
Well, that's really annoying, dude.
Well,
I'm gonna have to
see?
bother you every time, and they give you 2 keys by default. Oh, you got an issue with that now? You got an issue with the standard hotel policy that you get 2 keys by default.
Oh, now you want to stay in room. Interesting.
I'll do a
Interesting.
suite.
Anything to bother the other person. You weren't even interested.
I'll do a suite. I'll meet you there, bro.
We'll
And I
talk.
will do a couples massage with another man because I'm secure, but I draw the line at taking a booty class. Would you be impressed if I took a big, these girls do these classes? This girl invited me
don't.
to a big booty class. You grow your ass. So would you think that I was more secure and actually manly if I took a class to grow my ass that only girls go to?
I'd assume you're doing a bit.
Okay.
And they'll be able to tell that
I'm
and
gonna
they'll hate
get
you.
my ass big and fat and share a hotel room with you, bro.
That's how they do that? What do you do in this room? You just eat?
No, you you do
You're
like,
just
I don't
eating a
know,
bunch. I did ass
you eat and
exercises.
do squats.
Oh no, it's going to my waist. Oh
It's
boy.
going to my waist instead.
All right,
Hey,
we got along two out of three.
that's not bad.
That's not too bad. Okay, very good. When's your next date?
That's it, man.
What's that? Are you on timeout right now?
I'm hibernating again. I
Yeah.
get off the apps. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my
You're like
life.
a regular Springsteen, right?
Oh, yeah,
You're
dude.
like, oh, I was out with a girl. Now I gotta fucking mumble and be by myself.
I'm working on an album called Nevada. It's about Arizona.
Danny Vega, what should the audience know that they don't already? Anything going on there that would pique their interest?
Go on to aitapod.com or whatever.
Yes.
Search AITA Pod on every platform and listen to the episode with Keith. It is great. Honestly, a lot of people said it was hilarious. One of the funniest episodes.
It's just so weird the way you
And-
say it. Honestly, some
No.
people did say they liked it.
They did. I'm not lying, you know. Look, what it is, Keith, there's a little small squadron of people that really don't like you. It's like 3 people. And they
Uh-huh.
tried to persuade me, but eventually I was like,
You stuck up for your friend. Thank you. Caved a little bit, it felt like, but
I
thank
caved
you.
a little. I caved a little.
Yeah, so check out the recent episode that I'm on, of course, and you can see who's and decide who's more in the right during these judgments. The poll today, like I said, will be about the key,
The key.
and we'll get to the fucking bottom of this. And that's
love
it. And
it.
you take it in. Don't be all fucking smug. You take it in when you get your just desserts, and you go,
I'm a
hey,
listen-
maybe I don't
bro.
know every fucking thing in the world. Maybe
I can't-
keys shouldn't be handed out like fucking trick or treat candies.
I can't wait to hear what they say.
Okay.
And I hope you have me back. And I hope you're on time next time. Yeah, I'm calling you out publicly. He was
Oh.
late, everybody. He
Oh.
was late.
I wrote down the wrong time, and I apologize for that. But real quick,
Guys, this is a special ad-free episode with a trigger warning.
all right.
All right. Love you, everybody.
Great seeing you. Peace.